It's another Raw video from your favorite YouTube scout, Draftrawthentic. Yes, I am finally here making another video, and like I said, it's a Raw one, so there will be no edits. Anyway, if you can tell by the title, this is the draft forecast for the New York Giants. Now, if it's your first time watching me, you will say, well, what is a draft forecast? A draft forecast is basically predicting where players will be at least 3 years down the road after being drafted, specifically the 2018 draft, which I'm going to be doing. Now, to explain it even further, it's going to be me picking who's going to be the biggest boom pick, who's going to be the biggest bust pick, and who's going to be the late round steal. Now, explain that just even a little bit further is the biggest boom and the biggest bust pick will basically be players that was picked within the first 3 rounds or the first 3 players picked. Now, in the Giants' case, this is pretty good because they had 4 players picked in the first 3 rounds. And then the late round steal will be determined by, obviously, day 3 picks, guys that were picked through rounds 4 through 7, which... y'all have 2 guys, 4th or 5th round pick. But we're just going to get through it. So, skipping all the mumbo jumbo, let's just do it. The biggest boom pick of the New York Giants draft is none other than not Saquon Barkley. It is none other than Will Hernandez. Yes, the offensive lineman will be the biggest boom pick. The reason why he'd be the biggest boom pick is that I think that he automatically solidifies the New York Giants offensive line. Automatically. Whether you put him at left guard or right guard. I'm not sure which guard position he'll be at. It doesn't matter. This guy will be your biggest boom pick. I think that he is an absolute technician. I think sometimes he is a little bit too much of upper body strength wise. I think he tries to use his strength a little bit too much sometimes, but I think that I've seen him in other games where you can see the natural waist bend and you can see the natural footwork that he may have, but he kind of just stops guys at the line. They usually don't push him around too much, and that's what I like about Will Hernandez a lot. And then his nastiness in the run game is just... it's second to none. And honestly, he's probably the best run blocker of this draft in terms of offensive lineman, period. So I think that that's what you got with Will Hernandez in the second round, is just an absolute beast who will probably be a perennial Pro Bowler when it's all said and done. And maybe he can carve out a Hall of Fame career better than... who was the top guard picked? I forgot his name, but whatever his name was, I know who it is, I just forgot his name, but probably even better than him. So anyway, Quentin Nelson, that was his name. So anyway, now looking at the biggest bust pick for the New York Giants. And that actually will be Saquon Barkley. Now, I'm going to drop a link in the description of why I think Saquon Barkley is the biggest bust pick. So please don't see this and get, really, really mad. I actually go into details of why I think he is the biggest bust pick. I won't go into too much details in this vid, but I will drop the link in the description below. I talk about the whole draft further in a draft breakdown that I do for the New York Giants, which I also will drop in the description down below. So check out both of those videos, especially the Saquon Barkley video of why I think he's a bust. And I'm gonna just give you a little tidbit of why I think Saquon Barkley will be the biggest bust pick for the New York Giants. The biggest reason why is that I think that he is afraid of contact. And you may be looking at me and saying, how was he afraid of contact? Like, dude, do you even watch tape? Do you even watch Saquon Barkley? Are you serious? You got to watch the tape really, really closely. You have to. And that's why I said I'm going to drop the link in the description. You can look at the comments you can look at the comment section as well. There is a lot of people that actually agreed with me when I said that. And if you watch the video, you will actually see why I said that. Like I said, I go into further details. So I will drop that description. It's going to be the Saquon Barkley breakdown. I'm going to put that, and I'm going to put the link right under. Please watch that, and you will find out why I said Saquon Barkley will be the biggest bust pick. Now, the late round steal for the New York Giants will have to be R.J. McIntosh. Yes, R.J. McIntosh. To me, I love this guy because he has a high motor. I love guys that just go and go and go and go and go and they never stop. I love guys that show effort, especially on the defensive side of the ball, especially as defensive linemen, because you're not going to get the stats that you want unless you're some perennial pass rushing, you know what I mean? Just a guy that just comes off the edge crazy and wild. Interior guys don't really get the numbers like that. And with R.J. McIntosh, the production numbers is not there. We all know that if you watch tape. But if you haven't watched tape, its production numbers are not there. But what you do get is a guy, like I said, who has a high motor and has a never quit attitude and just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And that's what I love about R.J. McIntosh, is that he is a guy that he's, like I say, he's never going to quit. He's going to always keep on going. He's going to show the New York Giants that he could very well be the best pick in this draft, honestly. He could very well be that. And I think that the New York Giants could possibly get one of those, what you had in a guy like a Chris Canty when he was with the New York Giants, how good he was, and just further on with the lineage of defensive linemen, period, whether they was defensive end or interior defensive linemen like defensive tackles, like R.J. McIntosh himself. He's going to basically repeat that lineage of the history of what the Giants have always been good at, and I think that R.J. McIntosh gives you exactly what the New York Giants need in the interior defensive line. So anyway, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of Draft Raw Authentic, and, you know, if you're a fan of the New York Giants, I'm probably going to do a New York Giants video later on and stuff like that. Please subscribe to the channel, especially if you want to know what has your counterparts did in the draft. I have all their draft breakdowns, and also I will be doing their draft forecasts and what I think about their drafts. So if you want to know what your competition is like the Eagles, the Redskins, and Cowboys, please subscribe. Please comment if you didn't like what I had to say about a certain player, maybe of Saquon Barkley. I don't know. If you didn't like what I had to say, or if you agree with me, please comment. And then please share this video so we can debate, and other people can debate, and we can build this huge draft community that I know I will like and you will like definitely. Once again, this is Draft Raw Authentic. I thank you for watching. Goodbye.